All right, so you're wondering how to find the best real estate deals in a competitive market. Now, in Texas, the market has gotten very crazy since it last got crazy, right? So we're going from one crazy end to another crazy end. And that's what the real estate market really is. It's just not many people have been in it long enough to see these kind of changes that happen in the market. So in this video, we're going to break down 3 areas that you can analyze in your business to see what it is that's stopping you from getting deals. So we are still closing deals. People that we coach are closing deals. It's not that you can't close deals right now, but it is that you got to make shifts in your business. So we're going to cover the 3 main areas, and you start analyzing within your business what shifts need to be made and where it is that maybe you're just not realizing you're not doing good, or things that maybe you need to stop doing that are not generating revenue. All right. So with that being said, let's get into this. As always, I am John Barbera, the host of an Investor's Journey podcast, where our goal here is pretty much to show you what it is that we do that's helping us and our students gain success every single day in this business. And we're not your typical hustle, horror, grind guru people that are out there. We teach you kind of like the boring side of real estate that actually is what you need to build a business. Something that's not going to be here in the next 30 days, but in the next 10 years, 15, 20 years. And you become a full-fledged real estate investor that instead of following trends, you know where the market is heading and you can get ahead of it and take advantage of these massive opportunities that markets generate. So if this is of interest to you guys, make sure you subscribe and give us that thumbs up, as it helps us grow our influence and our reach in the market. So the first thing we want to cover is your marketing. Who are you marketing to? So marketing, for it to be successful in real estate, you got to target pain. What is the pain somebody's feeling? The more pain they have, the better the deal you're going to get. It's very simple. Where it gets complicated is sometimes we tend to get a little too creative with trying to pinpoint pain points. So you could take a note of that one. And trying to figure out really like, I think this person, because they're going through this life circumstance and blah, blah, blah. It's like, look, I get it, but first you need your bread and butter. And what is the bread and butter? For us, it's foreclosures. Foreclosures are bread and butter because what's the pain there? They're losing their house. So it's not even a question, right? It's either you're going to sell your home and capture whatever equity you have in there and preserve yourself from going into foreclosure and having that on your record, or the bank comes and takes your property. Those are kind of your options, right? So the pain is very, very strong. Now, we still come across people that they're like, screw it, let the banks take it. Or the best one that I've been coming across is they're like, I would like to see them come and take it. Like, the hell are you saying? I would like to see them come and take it. They're going to come and take it. What are you going to do? Smack them? Like, you're not going to stop them. They're going to come and they're going to take your house. You understand? And they're going to kick you out on the curb because they're going to show up with a sheriff. So there's strong, strong pain points there. Now, and we're going to cover a few other things, the other areas, like if you are targeting this. And again, it's a very competitive area to target. So I'm going to give you some other pointers on how to set yourself apart. But the pain point is very important. So a lot of people, they market just to absentees. Now, absentee homeowner is somebody, again, it's absentee. They don't live in the property, right? This could be a landlord. This could be somebody that inherited a property, owns a second property, whatever it is. They just don't live in it themselves. That's not a strong enough motivation. That's not strong enough pain point. So what we do with those, we still use them, but we stack them with something else, right? So they don't live in the property, and maybe they're going through a probate. Right? They don't live in the property, and maybe they're behind on taxes. They don't live in the property, and maybe they've been dealing with evictions, right? These are all different things. It's called stacking, right? So you're going to stack different motivation and pain points, code violations, All these things are different areas that you're going to stack, and you got to test these out. All right. So you got to stack them and see how that plays out and see if that works, with generating the deals. So look at your marketing. And if you're doing something that's too broad, stop. Stop doing it. You understand? Because if all you're doing is spending money and it's not generating anything, stop spending money. You're already not generating anything, but then you're going backwards too because you're just depleting your funds, right? So stop spending the money, reanalyze, and then move forward with a better plan. And if you're struggling to put plans together, reach out to me. We can talk about doing one-on-one coaching where I go deep into your business, into who you are, your skill sets, your finances, and put a plan in place together that works for you and helps you start generating income. So the next thing, if your marketing you're like, John, I got marketing. I'm targeting the biggest pain point there is. I know there's pain point. I've gotten a few deals out of this. It's been working, but it's not working well enough. Sometimes the answer is you just got to go harder. You got to do more. So let's say you are getting, again, use us for example. So we do cold calling to our foreclosure lists. That's how we generate our deals. So we're doing cold calling. And you're saying, how do I get more? Well, how do you get more? Call more, right? Maybe be first. So what does that mean? As soon as it's posted, you're hitting that property instantly. You're one of the first people to hit that property. You understand? Be consistent. Not only are you calling first, but you're calling every single day until you get a hold of that person, right? So these are all things. You just do more. So if you're doing 100 calls a day, do 200 calls a day. And if you say, hey, I can't do 200 calls a day. I'm busy. I have another business or I work somewhere or whatever. I can only do 100 calls a day. Hire a VA. Get them to do the other 100, 200 calls a day, right? The way we train our VAs are very simple. I just need them to call through all the numbers and find me the owners. That's all I need them to do. Because a lot of the wasted time in cold calling is getting a hold of the right person, right? Get a VA. Have them do that. Have them find the right person. You don't need them. Don't get them negotiating, setting appointments, none of that crap. These are things that skilled person needs to be handling. So don't worry about that, but get them calling. So leverage that. But the goal is you just got to do more of it. If the marketing works, if the pain point is there, do more. And area number 3, so you got good marketing, you're doing more, and you're like, all right, I'm doing more, I got marketing, I'm getting leads, but I'm not getting deals. Then maybe the issue is you don't know how to close. And this is a problem that, trust me, you're not the only one. A lot of the people that are coming to me for coaching, their biggest issue is they don't know how to close. They don't know how to be on the phone. They don't know how to find the motivation. They don't know how to expand on that. They don't know how to show them that you're the solution. And biggest yet, they don't know how to put pressure, the right kind of pressure that gets somebody to say yes. How many times have you been talking to a seller and you've kind of been having conversation? You're like, I'm doing great. I'm building great rapport. Next thing you know, they contracted with somebody else. You're like, what the hell, right? I thought we were good. Well, why it was is they knew how to close and you didn't. It's not always that they offer more than you do. A lot of the times is that they know how to close. When you are talking to somebody and you realize you're with the seller and you realize it's like, hey, all right, you and I both understand that I'm the best solution for you. You agree, you trust me and everything. Let's go. Let's paper this up. Let's get it over to title. Let's start getting you to that next phase in your life. Let's move on past this. Let's get you paid and get you moving on in your life. Let's put this down today. Let's get this done today. It doesn't mean that you have to be sleazy or you have to be like stealing their property. We don't condone any of those things. But you have to close. You can't just be messing around with these people for days and days and days, hoping that they come to you and say, okay, fine, where's the contract? You understand? Like, that needs to come from you. And the reason that needs to come from you is a lot of these sellers, and especially the ones with the higher pain points, they're lacking a lot of confidence. And the only way they're going to gain confidence is through your confidence. So if you don't approach these people with a high level of confidence and transfer your confidence to them, right, they're never going to sell to you ever, because all they have is a bunch of doubts in their head. They're just so overwhelmed with everything that's going on. And you are not closing. You are not doing your job, and you're not closing them. All right? So you got to get better at closing. You got to get better at, once you figure out, all right, this is the motivation. We both understand that, I built good rapport. They trust me. Now close on them. That's it. Stop building more rapport. Stop it. It's over. Like, you already built your rapport. They trust you. They like you. You guys have great conversations. They agree that they need to do something. Get them to do it with you. Now, for more on-depth training on closing, coaching, all that, you got to reach out to me so we do some one-on-one coaching. I do call reviews with all my students. So I'm able to review each and every single one of your phone calls to tell you, like, hey, you actually lost them in the beginning because you said this, right? This is valuable information that you don't know because you don't have the experience I have, right? But you will. With time, you will gain that experience and that confidence. And when you do, your closing rate is going to go through the roof. So again, if you're interested in more of this, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Reach out to me for coaching. The best way to do it is just text the word coaching to 210-794-9898, and we'll set up a free call and make sure that this is a good fit for you. And if you found this video valuable, share it with your friends, give us a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys on the next training.